MessickStove from MessickStove.com. Back here talking about the EnergyMAX Extreme by D&S Machine Stoves. Now we're going to talk about the ash pan. This has a very I'm saying very too many times. Very big ash pan. Here's your ash door. Like I said, those knobs are fake. There are some slots that you see that they're actually meant for another type of stove, that they can actually make these universal, the ash doors. That's why you can see the little slots in there, but they're actually bolts, and they're not made to screw out or turn in or not, so they're actually just there for looks, as I said. Now here's your ash pan, and access to your firebox at the bottom, where you can actually get your ashes out. I'm going to get a light here in a minute. See if I can get a little bit of a view inside here. You're probably not going to see too much, but I just want to show you the space. There's actually almost 10 inches of height between the bottom where the ash pan is to the bottom of the cast iron grates above it. Now, after saying that, let me pull the ash pan out. Oops, let me get this out. Now there's your ash pan. I'm sorry for moving the camera around, but there's your ash pan. It's a pretty big boy. It's no little ash pan. It's the whole length of the firebox inside. And like I said, I'll actually empty this once a week. Once a week this will fill up and not overflow of wood ash, and then once a week I can actually dump it. Now I've actually taken it over 2 weeks, and it does not harm the stove by cleaning out every 2 weeks either. This will hold 2 weeks worth of ash. It's just that when you go to pull it out, the pan out the door, the bottom of the door, it actually scrapes the top, and then your ash falls down inside the stove. And then I have a scraper that I can actually scrape it out, and after I dump the pan and dump it back into this pan, just push the pan underneath here and grab my little scraper that I have, and just basically reach inside there, grab it, and pull the ash out, and just flip it up over here, and it does a really good job. But if you don't want to do that, like I said, once a week is the best way to do this, to handle this ash pan, and work really well. Now that we're on the inside also, let me show you where the intake of the air comes in. In, around, there we go. There's a little hole there. Well, it's actually a big hole with a little critter trap, let's call it. A critter cage on there to keep the critters from getting in, if you have any critters. We don't have any critters here, so, but that's a little protection there. And on the outside is the flap. Now I'm going to try to leave this camera sit here, and you can see it. And then I'm going to turn the dial, and hopefully you can see more light coming through the dial, the opening of it over there. So that's opening it all the way up, and as it gets warmer, the dial will automatically close itself to the heat. So let's pull this out. There's the bottom, and like I said, there's the uppers of the bottom of the cast iron grates. And the ash pan is a wonderful size, and like I said, get a whole week's worth of ashes out of that. Now let's close this up, and we'll go to the ash handle, shaker grate handle system here. This is all this is on EnergyMAX 160 Extreme. It actually is on the outside, and that's what makes the grates move. You usually use that for coal only. It could be used for shaking down some ashes or cleaning out of your wood fire if you want to too, but you really want to get a good ash build up on the cast iron grates there. Like I said, there's your little dial. I actually turn my dial. I usually run mine about 3, and if I want more heat, I just dial up a little more, and that'll actually increase it. And as the temperature increases, there's a little box down here that'll actually there's a little metal wire coil inside. It'll actually close the damper down. Let's see if I can get you a view at the bottom of it opening. Yeah, this is really poor without my light. So let me see if I can get the light for you. Show you the light. Now we got a little light on the subject. And now you can see down in there the little dial. It's a hook to well, hook to the machine. Just saying. That was supposed to be a magnet up there holding that, so it didn't quite work out that way. But anyway, there's a little dial there. And sorry for all the noise. Little dial opens it up. Aluminum flap door connection, and there's little fins around the side to help get the heat off of the steel, move the heat off and help cool it. But it does an excellent job of putting out extreme amount of heat.